So one of the best worst things about having a big boy job and a big boy paycheck is you can make big boy financial mistakes. Kind of like my 2024 Camaro 2SS behind me. The other best worst thing about having a big boy job and a big boy paycheck is that you can get some mods that'll make your big boy financial mistake into a cooler looking big boy financial mistake. And that's what we're doing today. In this box is one of my favorite mods for muscle cars. I've always wanted to have one on my cars, but they could never justify them. Let's take a look. In this box are side window louvers. They go right in ya. And just like a cooking show, I prepared these earlier because they come with a roll of double-sided tape and you gotta install them yourself and this, that, and the third. So, off camera, I did it. This is the MP Concepts side window louver for the 2016 and up Camaro. I went with this style over the the gill looking one because I just wanted a clean scoop. I think that looks pretty good. So without further ado, because I've been waiting to do this for like a week and a half, let's go install this. We're gonna start with the passenger side just in case I f up. So first we're gonna prep the window, alcohol prep pad. It's gonna go around the edge here and just make sure that that's clean of debris and whatnot. Give that a second to dry. Once that's alcoholed out, I'm just gonna give it a quick wipe down, make sure there's nothing on the center part of the glass. You don't have to do this, and I don't think the kit comes with it, but I got some edge promoter. This is just to make sure that we don't see this flying off on the highway or anything. Get in close, camera gal. Just gonna put a thin layer just on the main parts where there's gonna be adhesive. This is the passenger side. Again, like in many cooking shows, I prepared this earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these. So now, just gonna go ahead, back corner.
Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! SpongeBob, careful! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
Why am I scared? I'm so scared. Slap this on. All right. Yeah. Was that recording? That was way scarier than it should have been. I don't want to do this again. We're just going to leave it at this one, actually. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks good. I figured now would be a good time while I'm holding this down to make sure it stays, to explain why I haven't done this mod previously on my other cars. One, I think this mod is very appropriate for like muscle cars. Challengers, you see this a lot on. Mustangs, you see it a lot on. And Camaros. The first time I ever saw this mod was actually on a Mustang, and I really loved the look of it. And I was like, you know what? When I get a muscle car of my own, I'm gonna do the same thing. Now, I got the WRX, and it's not a muscle car, and also it looks weird on sedans. Then I got the BRZ, which is a naturally aspirated rear-wheel drive manual car, sports car, but it's not a muscle car. So I feel like putting something like this on is more ricey than anything, whereas if you put it on a muscle car, it's retro. At least that's what I tell myself to justify this purchase. All right, driver's side, same thing, just clean off these edges. Nice and clean, let that dry, and then I'll promote it. I gotta make sure to try to match it up close to the other side. Corner all the way back. Why is this so difficult? It's not difficult, it's just scary. Hold on.
SpongeBob, careful! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
Oh, that's a relief. We did it, and it's very close to the other side, if not identical. If it's not identical, I will actually kill myself. That is mod 1. I have another mod that I really like, but we're running out of daylight, so I'll probably just do that another day. That looks good. Let me visit the other side. I hate it. Nah, this is good. This is a mod I've always wanted, and now we have it on the car I've always wanted. So I'm happy. And we're back. This is the second day of adding some mods to the Camaro, just some aesthetic mods. We figured we'd knock this out before it gets too hot. To complement the new side louvers, I also got a rear windshield louver. This is also by MP Concepts, so you could say this is like the MP Concept package today. Try not to get my toesies because I charge extra for that. Okay, box in a box. The hardware in this box is another smaller box. I appreciate the packaging. It is very thoroughly packaged. Got a good weight to it. It's not heavy, but Doesn't feel too cheap either. Double bag, props to them for that. With the foam. Ta-da! It looks good. That's it. Alright, video's done. We've relocated to the alleyway here just because the sun started coming out, it started getting real hot. But the 3M adhesive did not come pre-installed to the brackets, so we just took some time to get it done with some of the adhesive promoter that they provided. And now we have 9 nice brackets. Alrighty, so the instructional video says put all 9 on and then go dry fit it. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 4, dry fit it, and then probably just attach it with the 4. Take the louvers off, and that way we'll know where the other brackets go from there. As you can see, we put some blue tape under there just so we know where to put the promoter. We can't really put blue tape here, but that's fine. We'll just put promoter in as many spots as we can. But this, oh, I have always wanted louvers and side scoops or window scoops. All right, let's get this done.
2 hours later.
So it's been 2 hours, and this ended up being a little bit of a hellish install. 1, because it got really hot and humid, and 2, we actually had to redo it because one of the brackets, or 2 of the brackets, twisted when they weren't supposed to when we were putting it down. So we did it a different method. So what we actually did was we put the top 2 ones first because you can have access to them here, and then put blue tape to mask the corner just so we know where it goes. We did the same thing for this one and eventually this one, and then made a tape bracket so that we can line it up after. Then we took this whole thing off, put them down individually, with the adhesive promoter. That way, when we put this back down, it all lined up and it was already secure. You don't want to rely on the brackets being attached to this because this is flimsy and you want to rotate it and whatnot. So we're just about done. As you can see, if you get in here close, camera woman, all we have to do is put the screws in, but we do need to put that last middle one, but that one's hard to reach.
A few moments later.
This is it done. I think the fitment is pretty much as perfect as you're gonna get with, I don't know, flexible ABS plastic. It looks good. And so that is our weekend project with the Camaro done. MP Concepts window louvers, MP Concepts rear windshield louver. These are 2 mods I've always wanted to have on my vehicle, but I feel like it wouldn't fit with the WRX and it would look too ricey on the BRZ. But this, I think it just gives a nice, retro, aggressive, muscular look. Oh, this angle now is my new favorite. Thank you to the wonderful Tyler. We're never doing this again.
We're not doing this.
Such